is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you slap a like on this for me. Well, Diddy is about to have a shitstorm today because his former bodyguard is speaking out about the past. And he leaked a little bit of footage that he has coming out on a new Biggie documentary that he has come out called Raw Deal. And he's talking about B.I.G dying. He's talking about Puff's father. And he's also talking about Wolf, who used to be one of Diddy's bodyguards as well. Now, he goes into detail about that night that Big died. He said that night, he warned Puffy that they were coming to get him.
We was at Andre Harrell's house, and I told you that this cat was coming to kill us or try to get at us that night. I told you I had intel, but you didn't want to hear it.
And Puffy just didn't listen. And this whole beef goes back to his father. Now, Puffy's father was in the streets. And there was this guy named New York Freddy. And he wanted to tell Puff, I guess Puff's father was a snitch. And this bodyguard knew New York Freddy. And he was protecting Puff at the time. So he said that night New York Freddy wanted to meet you to tell you about your father. He wanted to tell you that your father took a taped confession and was going to snitch on his whole crew. So they offed him.
New York Freddy want to have you with you, Freddie Myers, and tell you the real deal on your father? Let me give you something, dog. You would have died just like your father did that night if I wasn't in the car with you. You understand?
They shot Diddy's father, and the person that was crying the most at the funeral that day was the person who shot him. And he said they were going to kill you that night, but the only reason they didn't kill you is because I was in the car. So he's saying he protected Puff from being killed that night because his father was a snitch. And then it goes fast forwards to this night where the night Biggie died in L.A. And he said they were at Andre Harrell's house. And he warned Diddy. He said, hey, people are coming to gun us down out here. And Puffy just dismissed it. So when they were in their cars moving through the streets, this bodyguard told the driver, hey, skip the next 3 lights. Go through the next few red lights just to see if anybody's following us. Big's car didn't do that. And you know what happened? He got shot up.
I told our driver, Kenny, run this next 3 lights. Run the light, Kenny. Kenny ran the light. Big stopped at the light. Big get killed. Wasn't meant for him, bruh.
And then he also went into detail about Shine, the whole Shine. Remember when Shine and Diddy and J-Lo, they were on the club and some shooting happened? Well, supposedly Diddy had people, like security team on his payroll, find people to testify against Shine to make sure that Shine went down for it and not him.
Had people on the security team find people to testify against Shine. You a wreck.
So it's almost like he rigged it to get off. And remember that there was a lot of speculation on that when Shine got the guilty verdict and went to jail for like 10, 15 years. There was a lot of speculation. Even Shine spoke out about that. He said, you set me up. So this is going to bring a lot of old problems up for Diddy. You know, like it's looking like the way this guy's painting the picture, he got a lot of people killed and put in jail. You know, and this guy's basically calling Puffy out for being a scumbag. And the last thing he touched on was Wolf. And Wolf used to be Diddy's bodyguard, and he goes into a story how when Wolf died, you know, he died protecting Puff, you know, like out here, and he died. He also died because I think he died something with some gang out in Atlanta, and he got shot behind that. It wasn't directly because of Puff, but when he died, the family came to Puff and said, "Oh, what about the back pay that you owed him?" And Puff basically told him to get the hell out of here. So, you know, he's basically calling Puff out on a lot of stuff. Now, personally, I would be scared to come forward with all this information because Diddy's on his way to becoming a billionaire. People with money are dangerous, you know, like they can hire people to do things to you. But I'm sure this guy he's lived a long time, and he's probably been living with these secrets and is putting them out there. I'm not sure if they're true or not. Only him and Puff really know if they're true or not. But he seems believable in his interviews, but you never know. You got to give Puff the benefit of the doubt, and you got to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. But definitely a documentary I'd like to check out because, I was a kid during that time, living during that time, and I remember all the speculation going around about Puffy, and then the big killing. There was a lot of speculation that Puff had it done or this. Of course, rumors and conspiracy theories are going to thrive through incidents like that. But definitely check. I'm going to put the link down from his interview and the documentary trailer, and let me know what you guys think.